The trial is going too fast. No, the criminal trial is going too slow. The gag order is preventing me from testifying. No, the gag order is not preventing me from testifying. The judge is preventing me from going to Barron's graduation that I've been looking forward to on May 17th. Oh, the judge never actually said that in the first place. It is freezing in here. I am so cold. It's like an ice box. Please, I don't want to go in there. These are the types of press conferences that Donald Trump is giving at his criminal trial in Manhattan. As we are now in week 4, day 13, there's like 2 trials going on, right? There's the trial taking place before the jury, I guess inside the courtroom, or I should say a trial involving evidence, a trial involving facts, a trial involving competent prosecutors from the Manhattan District Attorney's Office going through documents showing Donald Trump engaged in a catch and kill scheme, showing Donald Trump falsifying business records, showing Donald Trump's depths of depravity. And then there is a trial taking place in Donald Trump's mind or in Donald Trump's behavior to stay awake. He keeps on falling asleep. Donald Trump continues to complain about how cold it is as he continues to take these naps during trial. And then he goes out and acts like he's brave and courageous for just going through the simple motions of having to sit in a location. And it's constantly different stories that he's telling. And so after day 12, as we're in week 4, where we had Jeff McConney testify, Donald Trump's controller, and we had Deborah Tarasoff testify, who currently works in the accounts payable, and they went through in meticulous detail how Donald Trump approves invoices. We saw the documents that actually show Donald Trump's reimbursement payment to Michael Cohen for making the hush money payments. We saw how Donald Trump approves payments over $10,000, right? As Donald Trump left the courtroom after devastating testimony from his own employees or former employees, Donald Trump went in front of the media, and he was saying, oh my gosh, this trial is moving too slow. It's moving too slow. I don't know what to do. Here, this is what Donald Trump said as he left the trial for the day and said things are going too slow for him. Here, play this clip.
It's a disgrace, but we just heard 2 to 3 more weeks. I thought they were finished today, and they are finished today if you look at what's happening. I thought they were going to be finished today, and they want 2 to 3 more weeks. The judge asked him, and playing right into the judge's hands. The judge is so happy about 2 to 3 more weeks because they all want to keep me off the campaign trail. That's all this is about. This is about election interference. How do we stop it?
And then Donald Trump said in that same press conference that he wants to make the sacrifice of going to jail because he says this gag order that was imposed upon him was not proper. And he goes, I'm ready to sacrifice for this Constitution. Here, just play the clip. We're going to talk about it in a second. Play this clip.
And it's a disgrace. And then you have the other thing that maybe is even more disgraceful is the gag order, where I can't I have to watch every word I tell you people. You ask me a question, a simple question, I'd like to give it, but I can't talk about it. Because this judge is giving me a gag order and say you'll go to jail if you violate it. And frankly, you know what? Our Constitution is much more important than jail. It's not even close. I'll do that sacrifice any day. But what's happening here is a disgrace, and the appellate courts ought to get involved.
Let's take what Donald Trump said after trial on Monday right there. Let's go from the last clip I showed you, and then we'll talk about the first clip. So Donald Trump saying that this gag order is unconstitutional and he's prepared to go to jail. Okay. The gag order's very constitutional, okay? You've gotten the benefit of the doubt more than any other criminal defendant ever has in our justice system. Justice Merchan on Monday morning found you responsible beyond a reasonable doubt for criminal contempt for your 10th violation. Your 10th violation of the gag order. You've been held in criminal contempt for 10 violations. I just want to repeat that because any one of us, if we were found liable for one violation of a gag order and found in criminal contempt, we would be sentenced to jail for 30 days. Immediately. There wouldn't be questioning or, oh, we're just going to fine you $1,000. We would be locked up immediately. Justice Merchan, who I think is doing a very good job in managing his docket and controlling his courtroom and controlling your behavior by and large inside the courtroom, he said something I disagreed with vehemently on Monday morning, where he said that he really didn't want to put you in jail and it would be very reluctant that he would have to do it. But he said, you do it next time, he's throwing you in jail. Look, I think Justice Merchan's made good rulings. Some rulings I disagree with, agree with, back and forth. But overall, he's a law and order judge I respect. But I thought him saying that he's basically bent over backwards to try to not put you in jail. Why? Why do you deserve that? Why should you be held above the law when you're going to go out there and continue to whine? You can't attack the jury. You can't attack witnesses. And you can't attack the prosecution's team or their family members. That's all the gag order says. There's nothing else the gag order says. It doesn't prevent you from testifying in court. It doesn't prevent you from talking about President Biden or giving rallies. You talk more than anyone, and you say the most offensive and absurd things every day. The gag order just is very narrowly tailored to say, don't attack witnesses, don't attack the jury, don't attack the judge's family. You could criticize the judge, and don't attack the prosecution's family. It shouldn't even have to be said. Going back to Donald Trump's first statement about how he says that, I heard we have 3 more weeks. I thought trial was going to be done. Well, if you thought trial was going to be done, then why were you so concerned about Barron's graduation on May 17th when you were lying about that if you believed trial was going to be done on May 6th? You've also previously been whining that the case is moving at lightning speed or like a speeding bullet and that it's moving too fast. Look, we prepared a video here at the MeidasTouch Network showing you last week versus what you said today, showing how you just say the exact opposite stuff. Play this clip.
You have a judge who's totally conflicted, totally, absolutely conflicted, that he's rushing this case through. The government just said that they want 2 to 3 more weeks. That means they want to keep me off the trail for 2 to 3 more weeks.
So which one is it, Donald? And then also regarding your statement about you saying that, the way you're talking about the gag order, remember, Donald Trump last week claimed falsely that the gag order prevents him from testifying. Remember when he said, oh, the gag order precludes me from testifying? Here, play this clip.
Well, I'm not allowed to testify. I'm under a gag order, I guess. I can't even testify on that. No, we're going to be appealing the gag order. I'd love to answer that question. It's a very easy question, the easiest question so far. But I'm not allowed to testify because this judge, who's totally conflicted, has me under an unconstitutional gag order. Nobody's ever had that before. And we don't like it, and it's not fair. Other people are allowed to do whatever they want to us, and I'm not allowed as a presidential candidate, the leading candidate, the Republican Party nominee, and the one who's leading Biden by a lot. I'm not allowed to talk. There's never been any abuse like this before. This conflicted judge ought to get out of this case. He should not be having this case. He gives us nothing. It's such a rigged court. So I'm not allowed to testify because of an unconstitutional gag order. We're appealing the gag order, and let's see what happens. Thank you very much.
And then Donald Trump was asked the same exact question again a day later when Justice Merchan had to admonish Donald Trump and say, no, you can testify. What are you talking about? A gag order is for extrajudicial statements, statements outside of court, and it's limited to categories. Don't attack jury, don't attack witnesses, don't attack family members of prosecution team, and judge's family. It says nothing about you testifying. Then Donald Trump said, no, it won't stop me from testifying. I could actually testify regardless of the gag order. Play this clip.
Thank you very much. No, it won't stop me from testifying. The gag order is not for testifying. The gag order stops me from talking about people and responding when they say things about me. We have people saying things about me and I'm not allowed to respond. So this judge has taken away my constitutional right. And as the Republican candidate and somebody that's leading Biden by a lot, I should be able to respond. But this guy's got me with a gag order. Now we're filing, I think today, a constitutional motion to get this out. We'll be filing a lawsuit on the constitutionality of it. But if somebody says something about me and I'm not allowed to respond, that's never happened before.
But then Donald Trump this morning, on Monday morning, stated that the gag order is preventing him from testifying and that he can't even talk about testifying. Play this clip.
And it's a disgrace. And then you have the other thing that maybe is even more disgraceful is the gag order, where I can't basically, I have to watch every word I tell you people. You ask me a question, a simple question, I'd like to give it, but I can't talk about it.
I don't know how someone watches that and doesn't just go, this person is the biggest liar ever. Also, that Donald Trump continues to whine about how cold he is. Like, take a look at this, this is from last week where he was saying it was an ice box and he's so freezing. Here, play this clip.
So I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. And I'm going to go into the icebox now and sit for about 8 hours or 9 hours. I'd much rather be in Georgia. I'd much rather be in Florida. I'd much rather be in states that are in play, states that, I'd like to be able to campaign.
Then again, he complained about the temperature the week before that. Play this clip.
So we have another day of court in a freezing courthouse. It's very cold in there, on purpose, I believe. They don't seem to be able to get the temperature up. It shouldn't be that complicated, but we have a freezing courthouse, and that's fine. That's just fine. Let them keep handing it out. There's a rigged trial. Thank you very much, everybody.
And then remember in the first week of trial where Donald Trump whined and just lied and said the judge isn't allowing him to go to Barron's graduation. Remember when he said that and when the judge said no such thing and the judge actually recently said, what are you talking about? You can go to Barron's graduation. I was not making a ruling on it one way or another the first week of trial. Remember when Trump whined about this? Play this clip.
So thank you very much. We had some amazing things happen today. As you know, my son is graduating from high school, and it looks like the judge will not let me go through the graduation of my son, who's worked very, very hard. He's a great student. I'm very proud of the fact that he did so well. And I was looking forward for years to have graduation with his mother and father there, and it looks like the judge isn't going to allow me to escape this scam. It's a scam trial.
Well, here's something interesting from the state GOP chairman from Minnesota. It says Trump will be a keynote at the Republican Party of Minnesota's annual Lincoln-Reagan dinner on May 17th at St. Paul's River Center in Minnesota. Well, that's interesting. May 17th, isn't that the day of Barron's graduation that you told the court you were going to be at Barron's graduation? But according to KFGO, this dinner is on May 17th at St. Paul's River Center. I don't know. Maybe you just lie and whine about every single thing. So as I said, the trial within, the trial in Donald Trump's mind, where he's cold and he's just lying about everything, just judge for yourself his behavior. Is the behavior that I just shared with you something that like normal humans do? Is that the person you want to give nuclear codes to? Is that the person you want to make a life and I don't care what political party. Is that the person you want to make life or death decisions over you and your family and members, friends and neighbors and country? Anyway, I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million together. Thanks for watching.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.